Hi guys, welcome to Silver Lake Honey channel and welcome to our beginner beekeeping series. This episode we're gonna install 5-frame nuke and a package bees right next to each other throughout the year, throughout the seasons. We're gonna compare the two and see how they develop into regular hives. Throughout the year, what we're gonna do with these two hives, we're gonna go do inspections about around every 10 days. We're gonna find eggs, find the queen. We're going to add from when they fill these first boxes, then we're gonna add the second box and show you how to know when to add second box, add honey supers, everything that needs to be done through the whole year. And also we're gonna winterize these hives and see how they do over the winter. Show you the treatments that we do and everything that's needed for the whole year. So I don't use package bees. This is the old cage, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shake bees from one of my production colony, and it's gonna be around 3 pounds of bees and a queen, kind of the same as a package bee. And this is our 5-frame nuke that we have, and we make these nukes every year. We don't do packages. Have the nukes from our overwintered colonies. We're not migratory. We don't move our bees. All our bees overwinter here in Midwest in Iowa. We're gonna transfer this 5-frame nuke in the same order and as it is in the box. So I'm gonna put these 5 frames right in the middle. We're gonna put some 1-to-1 sugar syrup and a pollen patty, and as soon as they expand like to 8 frames, we're gonna add the second box. As you can see, our new frames put some extra wax from our own beehives. We missed the queen in one of our frames. She's marked pink. This year color is red, but I use pink. It's a lot easier to see. She's beautiful young queen, this year's queen. These guys need room. Okay, so nuke is transferred. For now we're gonna close them, and later we're gonna come and add 1-to-1 sugar syrup and a pollen patty. So the feeders that we're gonna use for these two hives are internal feeders, because we don't feed any other hives, and we don't wanna create robbing because we have multiple hives in this location. But if you were just starting with 1 or 2 hives, you can use like jar or bucket feeder, and then you can put your feeder on top of your bees and then feed empty box and then cover, so that way there's no robbing from other bees. Or you can put your jar or bucket right on top of the frames and feed them that way. But we have these internal feeders. They take 2 of our frames, so we're gonna put them on the side, wait till all these frames are filled and queen is laying, then we're gonna add the second box and remove the feeder when the honey flow is on. Another thing that we're gonna use is pollen patties. We make our own from the real pollen and honey, but you can use a commercial one made out of pollen substitute too. Place it across the frames. So we make a few slits on the top and then just feed like across the frames so they have access to the pollen and syrup. So the syrup we use 1-to-1, 1 part sugar and 1 part water. You can do it by weight or by volume. It's the same. It happens to be the same. 1 pound of sugar is 1 pound of water, or a jar of sugar, a jar of water. It's the same ratio for 1-to-1. Okay, now they have 1-to-1 sugar syrup, they have pollen patty with honey, and that's all they need for now. Now let's do the package. So first what we're gonna do is we're gonna find the queen and then shake all the bees to our new equipment. So that's gonna be as our package bees. So what we have here, and we have a young this year's queen. So we're gonna cage the queen and transfer loose bees and simulate like a package bees. We're also gonna mark this queen. Put her in a cage. For the paint to dry. And then we're gonna release her into new equipment. So we found the queen and caged her, and we also marked this queen. So we're gonna just shake some bees to simulate like a 3-pound package of bees. Okay, we used loose bees from several hives, so we have to, as you can see, so we're gonna cage this queen. and put queen candy to slow release her into the hive. And I'm gonna come back later and check on her. So we marked her. Here she is. And inside the cage. Beautiful young queen. I think we'll be able to fit 9 frames and a feeder because these frames don't have wax on them. Let's see. Yep. So okay, so we're gonna put our pollen patty. You know, I'm gonna put it on top of the queen. Okay, so we have in our package, we have loose bees, and the queen is caged because it's from multiple hives. We have pollen patty, and 1-to-1 sugar syrup. Same thing, if you have jar, you can put the jar and then empty second box and cover it. So that way you don't create robbing between the hives. If you put the feeder on the front, you might create robbing and attract other bees to rob this hive. And you don't want that. Robbing can be a big problem, and it can devastate your hive and even destroy your hive. Okay guys, we have finished installing our 5-frame nuke and a package of bees side by side. Like I said, we are going through the whole year, through all the seasons, inspect them every 7 to 10 days, see how they develop throughout the year, add a second box, see if they make any honey. During the fall, we're going to remove the honey, treat for mites, prepare for winter, and have them go through the winter and the spring management and everything. So stay tuned guys, this is going to be really interesting, especially for beginner beekeepers. It's going to show you what to look for, how to find the queen, eggs, brood, everything that you need to know. And you're going to see and compare directly how does it compare a nuke of bees with the package. Thank you all and happy beekeeping.